I did it again, guys. I lost another 10,000. But anyway, you may have seen I made a video similar to this 4 months ago. I just checked there, where I actually lost around 10,000 that time as well. Now when I say I lost 10,000, of course I don't mean it's just gone and I have nothing to show for it. Of course what I mean by this is that my stock portfolio went down in value to the tune of about 10,000 over the last probably 2 weeks or so. Now if we jump into my portfolio here to take a closer look, approximately on the 21st of September I had around 35,000 euro in here, and then just about a month later, if we check our lows, it was down to about 24,000 euros, so around about 10 or 11,000 euro there. And if you haven't seen my portfolio before, it's basically made up of 3 stocks. It kind of varies between 3 and 5 stocks, but at the moment 3 stocks. But if you have a look here, you can see that most of it, 90%, is in Tesla stock. Now the reason I make videos like this showcasing my losses and not just my gains is obviously important for everybody to realize. It's not just going to be rosy all the time, especially not this year with the way the markets are going. But it's an important thing to realize about mindset of being an investor, especially if you're investing in individual stocks. Not so much with ETFs, because a lot of the time people just invest and forget and try not to look too much, which is obviously a good thing to do. But a lot of the time for individual stocks you can have a good bit more risk on the line, especially with me being really concentrated in one stock, that it's not for everybody to see their portfolio balance decrease by such a large amount of money. So the way I look at it is, did I actually lose anything? Technically I still have the same amount of Tesla shares, they're just worth a little bit less based on current market conditions. And does the price of Tesla stock now mean anything from what I think this Tesla stock price will be in the future? Not really. If anything, it's a good opportunity to buy more for me, because I'm very bullish on Tesla and how they will do over the next couple of years. So when we do see big drops in stocks like Tesla, which I think over the last week it dropped about 8%. Luckily we had a recovery of about 5% today, which was great to see. But if you do get these big drops, what I always go back to, have the fundamentals changed, or is it just basically the economic outlook right now? Are there other factors leading to Tesla's stock price decreasing, and do I still have a good long-term thesis on the company? And if the fundamentals haven't changed, it's a good opportunity for me to, at the very minimum, hold my position, if not buy more. And this also ties back to another rule that I have when investing, and that's not to invest your money unless you can leave it there for about 3 to 5 years at the minimum. And the reason for this is because if, for example, you're investing money that you will need in the short term, and something like this does happen where there's a big drop in the price of the stock, you could panic and maybe want to take that money out, and with that of course not giving your money a chance to recoup some of those losses. Or you could in fact leave it there until the exact time you'll need it, at which point it could be even lower. But if you give your money at least 3 to 5 years, the likelihood is that it'll be higher than when you first put it in. Of course, there's no guarantees, but just going off market averages, it's likely that that will happen. So as I mentioned, Tesla stock dropped about 8 or 9% just last week. I believe it was on Friday, it dropped over 6 or 7%. And that week the S&P 500 also lost about 2 to 3%. So Tesla obviously exaggerated its losses when compared to the S&P 500, but it's often the other way around as well, that when the S&P 500 is up 2 or 3%, we'll often see Tesla stock up 8, 9, maybe 10% as well. And that's just the beauty of owning individual stocks. You've got to be there for the good times and the bad times. If you're a long-term watcher of this channel as well and you've just seen my portfolio, you may have noticed Palantir isn't in there anymore, but I will have a dedicated video coming on that very soon, so stay tuned for that. And you may also be wondering what is my current outlook on Tesla, and there's another dedicated video coming for that too. But the main point of this video is just to show that, especially if you're going down the route of individual stock investing, that there will be these bad days. You need to mentally prepare yourself to see your portfolio balance drop by quite a number. Obviously 10,000 euro is quite a lot of money. So it's really important that you're confident in the stocks that you're investing in. You do a lot of research into them. And if it does drop, you're able to analyze your own thesis, your own strategy, and realize if the fundamentals haven't changed, you're still bullish on the company, that you're willing to put more money into the stock, or at the minimum, at least hold your position. But anyway, let me know how your portfolio has been performing over the last week. I'm sure there's some of you out there who have had positive gains over the last week, but maybe you're in the minority. I've been a little bit foot off the gas with the uploading recently, but I'll try to get that going again, get that rolling again. So yeah, stay tuned for all them videos that I mentioned there. And if you did enjoy this one, if you could take a second to drop a like on it and maybe subscribe if you're new as well, that would be greatly appreciated.